Okay, here we go. Jonny Fairplay.
Go get it. Where's the turtle?
We're just bumping guests in here left and right.
Hello.
Hello.
Mr. Jonny Fairplay, how are you doing? Maya, fix me here where we can see ourselves.
Yes.
Johnny, I didn't mean to bump you, but that was the boogeyman that called us out of the blue and wanted to go the boogeyman, right?
Oh, man, I'm scared already.
I was going to say, that was my next question.
No way, okay.
Hey, it ain't even running right now, is it?
No.
Johnny, thank you so much. But Boogeyman called on the cell phone, and we're having to take messenger calls. I got to get a hold of Anthony Scalucci today. He can either call in on Skype because the cell phone's got this loud-ass humming noise that I wasn't counting on. I did a test call with David Hero and a friend of mine down in Louisiana. Perfect calls, and then we go live on the show, and there's a humming noise that you won't believe. Thank you.
I think it's people purposely making that humming noise because you're.
No, Johnny, you didn't see the dog photo. No, you didn't see it. I figured figured you. Well, Jonny Fairplay is the guy that went on Survivor and said his grandmother died.
You get a rib. You get it.
He gets the rib. He got the rib.
Honestly, I thought Baby Doll had the reply.
I didn't see Baby Doll's reply. What did she say?
Well, when you the historical society showed up, they wouldn't cut the gate.
They wouldn't cut that gate.
He said, "Tell them it's a Confederate gate. They'll take that down in a heartbeat."
Well, great reply. I gotta give a shout out real quick. Former WWE Tag Team Champion Cliff Compton's in here. Heard the Boogeyman was on and wanted to see and hear the Boogeyman, and now he's in here for Jonny Fairplay. You're drawn this, Johnny. What do you think of that?
I do what I can. I mean, I am a Survivor Hall of Fame reality TV icon.
We got to turn that up or the fans can't hear him.
See, little technical issue. I will let you go in just a second. Turn up Jonny Fairplay's voice. I don't exactly know how to turn that up without turning your
We've got
voice up.
Johnny mic down, but we got Johnny up about as loud as we can get him.
Yeah, if you can turn your mic down maybe a little bit because my ears are
I did.
hurting.
Mic down. Is your mic loud too?
I'll talk loud.
There. Oh, that's much better. That's much. Yeah, you talk like you're talking to. Okay, all right.
I am.
Oh, God damn it! You see, you
I
can't.
like this guy.
You
You
can't
have invited some good guests.
Johnny a softball like that. I knew he was going to smack it.
That's low-hanging fruit. Come on.
John, time you and I've ever had a conversation. Did you know that I broke my neck trying to get you in Ohio Valley Wrestling? Did you know that?
I'm aware. It's crazy. I actually had the opportunity to chat with Jim Cornette at a Ring of Honor show.
Did he tell you? Did he tell you he's the one that squashed you with us? Did he tell you that?
Absolutely.
Oh, he did. I can't believe
that either.
I can't believe he admitted. I forgot or something.
No. He went on a tirade, and
Sounds like Jimmy.
I kind of yes.
Wait, Jimmy went on a tirade. Are you sure that was Jimmy Cornette?
Yeah. First time.
What?
He was pretty. I understood where coming from, but I couldn't disagree any more with his philosophy in this.
Well,
so,
what did he tell you? What was his philosophy? Let me see what my next guest is, because I gave you extra time here. Baby Doll's next. What do you think of that?
Well, she's the perfect 10.
Isn't she now? I got to find out if Baby Doll had a crush on me or not.
I hope. Fingers crossed.
Well, absolutely. Johnny,
candle.
did you have a crush on me? Knowing I was battling so hard, did you?
I mean, why wouldn't I?
I'm wearing. Well, look at me in pink here today. What are you talking about? All right.
So no, Jimmy's philosophy was that if I really wanted to do the wrestling thing,
Johnny
that I
wasn't
would have
wrestling.
never done the reality thing. I made my choice that
Jesus.
day with reality television.
Yeah.
And therefore, my counter to that is I went on a television show that prior to me had dipped down to number 2 and number 3. And with the pirate themed season.
What year were you on, Johnny? All right. Now, who was the other guy that was on there with you that I love so much?
Rupert, America's favorite.
Rupert wasn't my favorite. My favorites were you and the guy who kept finding all the missing idols.
Russell Hantz.
I love him.
Yeah, so no, so you had the ultimate good guy in Rupert, the ultimate bad guy in me.
Yeah.
And my, I mean, like, you know.
Well, I love the heel. I love the heels anyway, of course.
I played a character. I was the first person in this television to play a heel. Anyone else that had been labeled a bad guy prior to me, in all,
yeah,
they're like, I got a bad edit. That really wasn't me.
Oh,
where I
Jesus.
went on day one in my first confession, I go, I'm a bad guy. I go by the moniker Jonny Fairplay. I don't play fair. And productions just
I don't even. I couldn't tell you if they offered me $1 million.
I legally changed in 2012, so it doesn't matter. Santa Claus sends my.
I was going to change my name because my birth name was Kenny Bolin anyway. I went by Rising for quite some time. Going to change my name to Ken Starmaker Bolin. Jim and Cornette and my son talking about now. Dad, you just being a mark. Oh, that's what I do.
Yeah,
so, but now I didn't do it. I wish I had of. I'd love to show my license to a cop. Kenny Star.
Yeah, I don't even have a middle name. I'm just Jonny Fairplay.
Jonny Fairplay.
So,
hey, we'll see.
So,
I could now. I got room for 2 middle names if I want.
So, but I established that character, like, and as I said, you know, we started the season number 2 in the ratings. But the season 3 actually it dropped to number 5 for
Wow. Okay.
So I vote out Rupert, the dead grandma lie. In all the world, I mean, you know, not just the U.S., all the world, they're just like, show again. I hate Jonny Fairplay. Screw Survivor. The next week, we're the #1 show in the world.
Get out of here.
Number 1 in Canada, Australia, South Africa,
Jesus,
New Zealand, you name it. We were because they in front of that television when I went home, and I'm like, keep watching. I'm on every episode, and that we Rupert. That's the dead grandma lie.
Oh
solidified my status.
Oh, Johnny was crying. Johnny was crying. And then they cut to my grandmother. She's watching the show right now. I'm just trying to win a damn game.
I to the white trash market, you know.
Well, there you go. You want to be a success in the wrestling business, you better know how to trash market. And no offense, I was the same white trash as a kid.
It comes down to myself, 5 women, and so then I just start quoting word for word Andy Kaufman.
Oh my God!
I go. Look, you know, it's me and 5 women. You know, when it comes to, you know, scrubbing potatoes or washing the floor, you know, women are vastly superior to men. But when it comes to things like thinking and stuff like that, you know, I got them all day long. You know, it's challenges at getting pregnant contest. I'm gonna win.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Johnny knew his shit. That's why I knew he was perfect for wrestling, and I knew he had been involved in wrestling, but the way to get to the WWE was to be in Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Yeah.
And I didn't even want Rupert. I didn't think Rupert had what it took. Johnny.
I would later work with Rupert in WFX Wrestling in Winnipeg. And we did a deal where we had built up. It was a 9-month program with me managing
9
Jesse
months.
From 9 months.
Damn.
Yeah, I managed Jesse from Big. Well, initially I managed Eugene.
Yeah.
And I became his best friend.
I managed Eugene, so we both have something in common. I managed Valley Wrestling several times.
There you go.
There's film on YouTube of him mowing my yard.
Very nice.
You got anything like that?
I love it. So we did a deal where Eugene, he wanted to be my best friend. I said the only way to be my best friend is to sign this paper called a power of attorney, and it means that you're my best friend.
Eugene played a mentally handicapped wrestler.
Yeah, so Eugene signed
so he took advantage of the mentally handicapped.
Man, yeah, you're a heel.
To an insane asylum. And then we use all of his money, and I bring in Jesse Goddard from Big Brother.
Oh, Jesse Goddard was at Ohio Valley with us.
Yes.
And Big Brother, and of course The Miz. The Miz was with us.
We did the whole deal where Eugene eventually comes back, and he goes, I have a new best friend, and it's Rupert.
Oh.
And so this all culminated in a 6-man tag, and Jesse and Prime Cut.
What an angle.
John Cutler, and against Eugene, Bushwhacker Luke, and Rupert.
Yeah.
And so the end of the match, you know, Rupert's supposed to body slam me, head to the corner 10 times, and then airplane spin, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Rupert comes in, craps the bed, and just goes, go down, I forgot everything.
That sounds like something I'd say. Do something else. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do.
So we take it home. He pins me, and I'm just like, well, that was easy. And then Eugene comes in. He goes, oh, we're still doing everything, Fairplay. Don't worry.
I tell you what, Johnny, I once did a promo at OVW before we went to the new building. It was like in '99, I guess, or probably '99 at the old building. And I had a 6-minute promo. The pitch fit Six Flags and a match I was going to have with Jerry the King Lawler, managing, I think, the Hammer or whoever it was. And I went in there, I did 13 minutes, said shit that I was supposed to say. Next thing I know, a goddamn ink pen flies by my head, and it's Jimmy wanting me to fucking wrap up. It was a great promo. I just didn't cover anything that Jimmy wanted me to cover. So he throws the pen. I'm like, you fucker, I'm trying to do a promo here. Don't be throwing shit at me. And so next thing I know, Jimmy's charging the ring. I said, well, we got to go. So we wrapped it up. And he says, Kenny, you did look close to 30 minutes. You didn't say one fucking thing I wrote down. I said, well, it was good, right? He said, yeah, it was good. It didn't cover any. So from that day on, he says, Kenny, fuck it. I'm never going to write your promos again. You never do them anyway. I'm just going to give you some bullet points, and I hope to God you hit some of them. So
there you go.
That was, and my career launched after that. And the next thing you know, John Cena's in the WWE.
There you go. So my conversation with Jim Cornette ended.
Yeah.
You know, with him explaining, you know, I chose the wrong. If I wanted to do this, like, you know, there's no way I should be using wrestling. And I come in, I'm like, what about the Miz?
Yeah, there you go.
Know?
Yeah, he's been hanging around a while, hasn't he?
The Miz shows reality TV. I think, and he's like, oh, the Miz is the worst. I'm like, you know.
I managed him too.
I just don't understand why they think that this is not a good match.
My favorite tag team of all time is the Midnight Express. One of my favorite managers of all time is Jim Cornette.
Yeah.
But if I had a choice of 2 careers, Jim Cornette's and the Miz's.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck you. Who wouldn't? Me too. And I tell you what, personally, I didn't like the Miz because he was a little prick, and I didn't even want to manage him, but Jimmy made me manage him anyway. And I did everything I could to get rid of him just because I personally didn't like the little fucker, to be honest with you.
It takes a special breed to be the Miz's friend.
It certainly does. And but we're okay now. But back in the day, and who else did I used to not be able? Oh, Randy Orton. Oh my God, me and Randy despised each other, but we get along now. And so some relationships develop over time, and there's just personal conflicts. And so many people at OVW thought the Kenny Bolin on television was the Kenny Bolin. There are people today that think that I'm pocketing every dime that we're taking in today.
I hope you are.
Well, I guess
when I come to visit, those steaks ain't gonna pay for themselves.
They're not going to pay for themselves, are they? Well, I guess it goes into my pocket because I have to get the money before we can distribute it. But no, man, I love helping people that are less fortunate than me. And right now, probably not many people on that list. I'm out of a job too. But you know, fortunately, I do get a look and get some assistance, and my job's gone away as well. So we're just doing the best we can. And we got Baby Doll on in 8 minutes. Is there anything going on that you want to promote? Anything you got? I don't guess much. I had to cancel 5 shows in Canada and 5 shows in the Philippines, and we don't even know when the hell we're going to get to do them.
Well, I mean, I do a weekly Survivor podcast at SurvivorNSFW.com. It's Survivor Not Safe for Work.
Yeah.
We do throw out a couple bad words every episode, so that's free. A new episode drops every Wednesday. We last night was the penultimate season 40 of Survivor Winners at War.
Do you have guests?
That dropped last night, and then we have a Patreon in which I had Disco Inferno on. We talked the top 10.
Disco's on at 3:30 today. He hates me because he's a big Trump supporter.
There you go. So you know, top 10 good guys, top 10 heels, and top 3 cord, the top 10 tag teams.
Right.
So Monday we dropped an episode with Sam from Ozarks, season 1 through 2.
Yeah, I like Ozarks. I watched that.
We talk on that podcast. We talked, you know, the 3rd season of Ozark, season 5 of Better Call Saul. So
love Better Call Saul. Are you a Walking Dead fan?
I am.
Walking Dead. Me and Stone Cold Steve Austin did a podcast on his show, totally dedicated to making wrestling related scenarios of The Walking Dead. Kenny, when are the goddamn babyface is gonna rise? Goddamn babyface has been down too long. And me and Steve are both forgetting all the character names, and Maya, who actually does not really watch the show, knows every character, what they do, how they got there, how they died. So Maya the whole show as to who was who, what they did, and why they did it. I remember Rick. I remember Daryl. After that, it's a struggle for me to come up with names.
That's why I'm here, just to remind you.
And Johnny, I've never missed a show, and I've seen many of them 2 and 3 times, especially the Governor episode to where they play. What's that song I like?
Warm Shadows.
Warm
See,
Shadows.
I even have to remember his songs.
You got to remember my songs. Well, I got the short-term memory thing. When I was at OVW, when I didn't see the Heels Break the Rules, they said, Kenny, well, I got the off and on again glaucoma. Wouldn't you know that 8 years later in life, I was diagnosed with glaucoma.
And then a year later, they swore it was gone.
They swore it was gone. They said
you worked yourself into a shoot.
I worked myself into a shoot. A year later, my glaucoma was gone, but I did have to have cataract surgery. But the glaucoma's gone, so I technically did have off and on again glaucoma. They said it was impossible.
I love it. I love it.
What is there not to love? We got 5 minutes, Johnny. What else you got to plug? Unless Baby Doll's late, then you can go over.
Just check out my podcast. There's links to everything, my Patreon, my T-shirts, all that stuff. Just go to SurvivorNSFW.com.
Johnny, do you have a?
You keep fighting the good fight over there.
Johnny, do you have a pink shirt with a crown, anything like that? You got anything like that going on?
I got a shirt with Russell with a crown on it.
Oh, do you?
So,
now, what's Russell doing these? I loved Russell. You and he were my 2 favorite characers ever. You were my 2 favorites.
So, Russell does the Survivor podcast as well.
Yeah.
Actually, him and my co-host are recording tonight and stuff.
Really?
Don't be surprised if you see me and Russell one more time on the same season.
Johnny, that would be great. What do I got to do? I'm begging now. What do I got to do to be on your podcast with you and Russell? What do I got to do?
We can make that happen. I'll shoot you a message. Let's shoot for next week.
Oh my God, that will make my. I'm going to say it because this is a dirty show. That's going to make my fucking day.
I love it.
I can't wait, man. It'd be a thrill, and it'd be on your. If you guys want to do mine, or you want to be my only guest, we can do that too. My YouTube channel's back up. We're getting ready to add Anthony Scaramucci on there again. We just broke his show up into 7 segments from a year ago, and he's back on today. Hopefully he can call me some way other than my cell phone. So we're going to get that to him. But no, man, that is fantastic. And how long's that podcast been going now?
I started, my first season was season 35 with, I started with Conrad Thompson, who, he does Something to Wrestle With. And, and what happened.
Yeah, I know. Conrad's a good friend of mine. I know Conrad.
Yeah. So me and Conrad started 5 seasons ago. So we're closing in on my 3rd year.
I'm now thinner than Conrad. I need to remind him of that.
Oh, please do. Give him a text.
Well, I got him on Twitter. I'll certainly let him know. And Bruce Pritchard, of course, worked with me at Ohio Valley a little bit, and then I've known Pritchard since married in Texas back in 1986 or 87, something like that.
That was back in his 3-time black.
Let me tell you a real quick story. Let me tell you a quick story about Bruce Pritchard. Bruce Pritchard at Jimmy's wedding was bragging about how he was going to WWE. Me and Jimmy are shitting all over it. We're going, that stupid fuck ain't going to be no goddamn WWE. There's no way they're going to. Well, it was WWF back then. We shit all over it. The next thing we know, there's this fucker on the WWE called Brother Love. And we're looking at, I didn't recognize him. So we're looking at it, and Jimmy calls me and says, Kenny, that son of a bitch was telling the truth. I said, what do you mean? Did you see Brother Love? I said, yeah, I saw it. That's Bruce Pritchard. I said, no fucking way. So Bruce Pritchard, he didn't bullshit us.
Either, because I watched Global, and I remember, from there, and I'm just like, holy moly.
I don't even think Pritchard was in the business when he told us that in 87. I just started working for Nick Goulas in Nashville in November of 87. So my career was just kind of. And so we're just shitting all over him, me and Cornette both. The next thing you know, he's a big star in the WWE, just like he said he was going to be.
There you go. Keep those friends close.
When's the last wrestling show you did?
There's a promotion, Revolution Wrestling Authority. They're at Point, North Carolina.
Yeah, I knew you were North Carolina based.
Yeah, we ran a
Matter
show,
of fact, Baby Doll lives in North Carolina.
Yeah, I've seen her at a couple of those shows.
Yeah.
So I think the last show we did was the first week in March. So we caught one right before the quarantine. And I think they're looking at a July relaunch.
Wow. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, my friend, I certainly appreciate you calling in. It doesn't look like Baby Doll's tried to call yet. Anything else you want to cover here while we wait for Baby Doll?
I'm good. I'm going to go grill. I picked up some big 2-inch thick ribeyes. I'm going to have myself an amazing.
Are you bragging to the fans? Are you bragging to the fans that you actually have access to meat? Is that what
I didn't
you
know
are
that
a heel.
was as weird as toilet paper.
You are a heel.
I have to go to a couple places today to get it.
Oh, we got toilet paper, but our steak collection is getting mighty thin. We got a lot of chicken. I got 30 pounds of chicken we're going to donate to the homeless, and I got a guy named Wes Treadway down in Memphis who makes an amazing barbecue, and he's sending us a few cases of barbecue up here. And I'm going to add my 30 pounds of chicken to it, and we're going to donate that to the. Well, actually, we're going to cook it and prepare it for them and take it to them.
That is so awesome.
And but yeah, I think you saw all my links there, Johnny. I know you're a multimillionaire. If you'd like to donate to the cause, we'd whatever 50 cents, $1, whatever you got, we'd love to have it.
We'll throw something in the tip jar.
You're a good man. I thank you so much for calling in. Enjoy your steaks, and I can't wait to do your show. Send me a message, man. I'm excited. I'm jacked. I'm ready to go.
We'll make it happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I said good day.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.